A South Dakota technical school teacher is alleging he was fired for being a whistleblower. Mitchell Technical School is part of the Mitchell Public School system, and now both schools and a supervisor are named in a lawsuit. IT reporter Beth Warden joining us live from the First Alert Now desk with the latest on this. Hey, Beth.
Hi there, Sam. In a complaint filed in federal court on November 3rd, Michael Carpentier alleges that he attempted to help students facing sexual harassment from another teacher. Carpentier reported numerous student complaints to his supervisor that another instructor was sexually harassing the students, quote, touching the students in a suggestive sexual manner, that the instructor was discussing his preference in pornography with the students, and that students were scared to be left alone with the instructor. The complaint cites the supervisor dismissing the concern as hearsay and student talk. Carpentier continued to advocate for the students and assisted them in filing a formal complaint. Then in October of 2022, he was terminated. A representative from Mitchell Tech provided Dakota News Now with the following statement. Mitchell Technical College officials are unable to comment on the allegation, as the situation in question is a personnel nature. Live at the First Alert Now desk, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now. Sam?
Beth, thank you.